welcome, I'm Belle, this is my classroom. Welcome to another super fun colorful video. The intro for this video is not going to be long at all because I have a super fun story. Today the story is going to be Fireman Sam and the farm fire. It's an awesome story, I absolutely love it. So today it's going to be me telling you guys a story. But before we do that, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I put a new video every single Friday. My videos are always super fun and colorful. And don't forget to click the bell so you receive notifications every time I post a video. And share this video with your friends, your family members, everyone you like. Even if you don't like this video, share it with somebody you don't like. So yeah, without further ado, let's go right into the video. So the story is Fireman Sam and the farm fire. Yes, here's Fireman Sam. One more page. Yes. So here's Fireman and the fire truck. Does anybody know why fire trucks are red? Just curious. But yeah, here's a fire truck. And it was a very hot afternoon and Jupiter was returning to Pontypandy after the third fire that day. I certainly hope that was the last fire for a while, said Fireman Sam. It's too hot to be putting out fires. We'd be better off at the seaside. Yeah, so it's a hot day, so yeah, it's too hot for fires. So they are really tired and hot. Look how hot they are. Yes. So you're right, Sam, replied station officer Steele, wiping his face with a big red hanky. But blazing hot weather like this means a lot of fires. Isn't that right, Crillington? Sarah and James look as if they'd rather be at the seaside too, said Elvis as they pulled up beside Bella's potato patch. So here they are, wiping the sweat. Yes. So here's Fireman Sam looking out of the window. Let's see what he's saying. Hello there, you two, said Fireman Sam. Picking potatoes? Not exactly the weather for chips, is it? Maybe Bella's making some of her special potato salad, he said hopefully. No, Uncle Sam, it's for ice cream, answered Sarah, looking hot and bothered. It's for ice cream. Yes. So look at the little kids. Again, they're wiping their sweat. Oh my God, that's so uncomfortable. Said Elvis, looking puzzled. I've never heard of potato ice cream. Neither have I. It must be new. Oh, Elvis, Bella is going to give us some ice cream if we fill the bucket with potatoes for her. Not make ice cream out of them. Come on, Sarah. The harder we work, the sooner we'll be finished, said James impatiently. Radio. We'd better be getting back as well. Keep up the good work, Sarah, said Fireman Sam, looking thoughtful. Poor kids. When Jupiter had driven out of sight, Sarah and James stopped for a break and noticed a wisp of smoke blowing from the hillock overlooking the potato patch. There can't be another fire, cried Sarah. Oh my God, another fire? Wow. It could be coming from a barbecue, I suppose, said James. Come on, it's safest to check anyway. Sarah is right, it's safest to check anyway. So they went to the telephone booth and decided to check. That's a smart thing to do in a situation like that. They ran up the hill. Oh no, it's the barn at Pandy Lane Farm. What about the animals? Shouted James. There is a call box down the road. We must get dialed 999 and asked for the fire service. Sarah is a smart girl because that's what you should do when you see smoke. You should call the fire service. So here they are. Here's Fireman Sam. Here they are. And Jupiter was back at the fire station. The crew had just sat down with a cup of tea when the alarm went off. Fireman Sam tore the details of the printer. "Fire at the barn at Pansy Lane Farm," he read out. "Right, let's get going." So they had to go get to work. Fireman Sam, Station Officer Steele, and Elvis slid down the pole and leapt into the cab without wasting a second. They are really good firefighters. Here's Fireman Sam. He's sliding down the pole. So as Jupiter was going down the road, these people were looking, of course. So for the fourth time that day, Jupiter set out with a siren wailing. "Mamma mia, another fire," said Bella, watching Jupiter rush through the village. Yeah, so here's Jupiter one more time. "Look serious. Where's my Norman got to now?" Said Dylas Price, looking around nervously. "He set out with a picnic and his fishing rod hours ago. I hope he's not in any trouble." Yes. Here they are. As the fire approached Pansy Lane Farm, they met Trevor driving his bus back towards Pontypandy. "Turn around and follow us," Auxiliary Fireman Trevor Evans commanded Station Officer Steele. "We're going to need all the help we can get." "Speed up, Crillington. Never mind the bumps," he ordered as they turned down the track leading to the farm. Yes. So I guess they got to the place. They tried to put out the fire. So together, Elvis and Fireman Sam manned the hose and the water gushed out. Whoosh! "Oh no," remembered Fireman Sam. "We didn't check the water level in Jupiter's tank. Let's hope we've got enough. We must stop this fire spreading." "Come on, Trevor. You've away with animals. We must move them," said Station Officer Steele, as a frightened hand zoomed over, squawking. "Get the cows and the donkey out. And don't forget the ducks." That's a smart thing to do. You have to always save the animals, always save the living things. So here they are trying to save the animals, the donkey, the ducks, the chicken, the cow here. Not a chicken, it's his head. I thought it was a chicken, but it's not. "I hope this isn't the stubborn kind of donkey," muttered Trevor as he tied a rope around his neck. It wasn't. The next moment, Trevor found himself flying out of the barn in a flurry of feathers as the geese also made their escape, honking angrily. Here are the chickens. Trevor chased out all the cows and ducks, but just as he and Station Officer Steele were congratulating themselves, Sarah and James pointed at the barn roof. "Look up there, Trevor! Some hens!" Oh, they are hens, not chickens. "Some hens are trapped in the rafters. They'll get burned," shouted Sarah. Sarah is the hero of this story, that's all I have to say. Don't you worry, Sarah, we'll save them," said Station Officer Steele. "We'll get the ladder out. Fireman Evans is going up." Here they are trying to save the hen. So Trevor quickly climbed the ladder and shooed the hens out, waving one arm and holding one tightly with the other hand. "Good with animals I may be," he thought to himself, "but these hens are giving me vertigo." Yeah, these are stubborn animals, stubborn chickens. Yes, so here they are at the fire. But just as all the animals were out of the barn and the fire was finally under control, the hose started to splutter. Oh my God, that's why they have this face. Instead of whooshing out the water, slowed to a trickle. "What shall we do?" said Elvis. "We still have to damp everything down." "I know, find a hydrant." "No hydrant out here in the wild, Elvis," pointed out Fireman Sam. Here they are, the animals, Sarah. "Well, a drain will have to do then," said Elvis, thinking quickly. "Good thinking, Crillington," said Station Officer Steele, looking relieved. "Oh, sir, there are no drains out here either," said Fireman Sam. "But there is a pond down the road. Let's get down there, double quick, before the fire flares up again." Wow, here's a little boy fishing in the lake. And here's Fireman Sam. They jumped into Jupiter and drove off down the road to fill up the tank with pond water. When they left, the pond was almost empty, so they were a little lucky. There was still a little bit of water in the pond. Norman Price had been fishing quietly by the pond all afternoon and had fallen asleep after his picnic. Poor boy. Here he is with no water in the pond. "Oh no! Now what have I done?" he said, waking up to see the pond emptying. "Beginner's luck. I can't catch a fish, but I have called a plug and pulled it out. By the look of things, better get out of here before anyone comes." And he hurried off towards Spendy Lane Farm. So here they are. I guess they were lucky. Back at the farm, the crew damped down the fire with the pond water. "You were all terrific," said James. "What a good job you remembered that pond, Uncle Sam," said Sarah. "It's lucky no fish live in it." Yes. "Shoo, shoo, shoo! Get out of my bus, you ungrateful birds! Fine, thanks for rescuing you. This is..." "Shh, shh," said Trevor, running at the hand with both arms waving. "Whatever's all that noise," said Fireman Sam, turning around to see. "Oh look, Trevor Evans and his amazing Travelly chicken run." Poor Trevor, running after the chicken. Oh, here's boy with the plug. Norma came up. "What's been going on? Have I missed this excitement?" "Hello, Norman. Been fishing? Did you catch anything?" Norman went bright red. "Only the plug." "Only the plug, and I fell asleep and now the pond's empty. I must have pulled it out." "Well, I wouldn't worry about it if I were you, Norman," said Fireman Sam, winking at Sarah and James. "We used the water to damp down his fire. And let's see about Bella's potatoes. Can I borrow your fishing rod, please, Norman?" He led the way back to the pond. And so now Norman is not worried about it anymore, I guess. So here's Sarah and Fireman Sam. Using Norman's fishing rod, Fireman Sam pulled a bicycle and an old pram out of the pond and made them into a very strange contraption. Sarah looked puzzled. "Brave, Uncle Sam, but what is it?" Here they are, looking a little confused. "Let me demonstrate this potato picker," Fireman Sam said proudly. He pushed it up the field and quickly filled the buckets. "Thanks, Uncle Sam, that's great," said Sarah and James together. Here he is with his contraption. Wow, here they are having ice cream. So, "Oh, bellissima! Now I know who the best potato pickers are. Thank you," said Bella when she saw all the potatoes. There is Bella with the kids. "Uncle Sam helped us," said Sarah. "But you helped us too," said Station Officer Steele. "Then you all deserve my best Italian ice cream." Here's Fireman Sam. Yes, that's the story. If you work hard, you get a prize. In their case was ice cream and potatoes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and click the bell so you receive notifications every time I post a video. And I see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!